In Hunan province, there lived a man named Cheng, originally from Shandong. During the chaos when Qing Nan's army invaded Shandong, Cheng's wife was captured by soldiers. With his home and life in ruins, he eventually moved to Hunan, where he remarried and started a new family. His second wife gave birth to a son, Na. Tragically, she passed away, and Cheng married again, this time to a woman from the Niu family. She bore him another son, Cheng. The new wife, however, was a cruel and jealous woman. She despised Na and treated him like a servant, giving him scraps of food and forcing him to cut firewood daily. If he failed, she would beat him severely. Meanwhile, she pampered her own son, Cheng, giving him the best food and sending him to school. As Cheng grew older, he began to notice the unfair treatment of his elder brother. Despite his youth, he confronted his mother, pleading for her to treat Na better. But his words fell on deaf ears. One stormy day, Na was caught in the rain while gathering firewood. By the time he returned home with only a small bundle, the sun had set, and his stepmother, displeased, refused to give him any food. Exhausted and starving, Na collapsed into bed. When Cheng came home from school and saw his brother's condition, he asked what was wrong. Na explained everything, and Cheng, deeply upset, snuck away to get some food. He returned with cakes, which Na devoured. However, Na begged Cheng not to do it again, fearing he might get into trouble. The next day, Cheng skipped school to join Na in the hills. Na was shocked and told him to go home, warning him that the hard labor was too much for him. But Cheng was determined to help. Even when his hands blistered and his shoes wore out, he persisted, despite Na's protests. One fateful day, while the brothers were gathering wood with other villagers, a tiger suddenly appeared. Everyone fled in terror as the tiger seized Cheng and carried him off. Na, desperate to save his brother, chased after the beast and struck it with his axe. The tiger, injured but enraged, disappeared into the forest with Cheng still in its jaws. Devastated, Na returned to the village, where his grief overwhelmed him. He attempted to end his own life but was stopped by the other woodcutters, who bandaged his neck and carried him home. His stepmother, instead of comforting him, accused him of causing Cheng's death. Na refused to eat or drink, and after 3 days, he passed away. In the afterlife, Na's spirit met a shaman who helped him search for Cheng's soul. They journeyed to the underworld, where they encountered devils and officials, but no one had any record of Cheng. Suddenly, a radiant figure appeared, Bodhisattva, a divine being who brought peace to the suffering souls. Sprinkled with holy water, Na felt his wounds heal, and the shaman escorted him back to the world of the living. When Na awoke, he declared that Cheng was still alive and vowed to find him. Na embarked on a long journey, begging for food and searching for his brother. After a year, he reached Jinling, ragged and exhausted. There, he encountered a group of horsemen. One of them, a young man, dismounted and exclaimed, "Are you my brother?" It was Cheng. Overjoyed, the brothers embraced, and Cheng brought Na to his adopted father, a wealthy state official named Mr. Cheng. Cheng explained that after the tiger dropped him, he was found by Mr. Cheng, who nursed him back to health and adopted him as his own son. When Mr. Cheng learned Na's story, he realized he was from the same hometown as their father. Soon, they discovered that Mr. Cheng's elderly mother was their long-lost grandmother, who had been captured during the Shandong invasion. The family reunited and decided to return to Hunan. When they arrived, Cheng went ahead to inform their father, who was now a lonely widower. Overwhelmed with joy, their father wept as he embraced his lost sons and wife. Together, they rebuilt their lives, constructing a grand home and hiring tutors for Na and Cheng. Their once fragmented family found happiness and prosperity, united at last.